All right. Hello. We are here for a taste challenge. I know most people are watching football, but I can't sit through these games. I'll watch the Saints and the Vikings, two NFL expansion teams from the 1960s going in London, England. Close game. Went down to the end, and the Saints missed a very long field goal. Their kicker barely missed it, just a little bit wide to the left. But so that was interesting. And but I said I'm not gonna. I want to watch the Mets and Braves this evening, and I'm gonna watch all the highlights for all the NFL games, all the baseball games, and rewatch the Saints Vikings highlights, which shouldn't take too long, and then read the box score and read the recap. All right, although I watched it, but I'll still read it. Okay, anyway, all right. Here's a different challenge. This is Johnny Walker Red Label. And this is, see, now we're on to blended Scotch. We're finished the single malt for the time being, and we have Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition with a black bottle. I think it's really dark brown, but it looks black. All right, I'm gonna have to put it under some strong lighting and see. This light is not strong, but let's see if I can make it out. Yeah, I think it's just dark brown. I've had some black bottles that were actually violet, purple. I had a bottle of Hennessy Black, but if you hold it under sunlight, I'm gonna go outside after I do this and hold this up. It's a violet bottle, but it looks like brown is coming through. All right. Anyway, this was introduced in 2013. 2013. All right. This is a liter bottle. I got it for $27 at Acquista Pace. But the normal price for the normal size bottle of this is $29.99. I just checked Total Wine Moore's website. $29.99 and $19.99. I'm talking about for $7.50. This is a $1,750. So a $10 difference. Let's just say on average these are $10 different. The Prohibition Edition, $10 more. No age statement. 100 proof. 3-year age. It says right on the back of the bottle. I've seen some videos where people say, well, Johnny Walker Red's got no age statement. It says right here, but it's so small I can see how people could miss it. But it says age, and it's right below the UPC, Universal Product Code. Aged a minimum of 3 years. Twist cap. This is the world's #1 selling Scotch whiskey, Johnny Walker Red Label. #1 Scotch in the world, Diageo brand. Do they add color into it? Oh, most likely, because I don't think these are aged in new charred oak, which will give it the red color. It's probably old bourbon barrels from who knows when, for who knows what. And he pretty much sunk the entire operation. Okay, so it's common that they add color into whiskeys. Not bourbon, but to other whiskeys, okay? It's not required. It's just something companies do. Let me moisturize the cork because I want to keep that thing from dry rotting. It's not going to happen that fast, but I'm paranoid now because of what happened in the past with the corks dry rotting and falling all into the whiskey. So real hunk of cork too. It's not the press board or anything. Look, in this camera's not the best. 700. They say 750, 720. I mean 720, but It's low def, but most people just listen to this anyway. They don't really watch it. There's nothing to see. Somebody pouring whiskey, you know. They're both golden. Cutty Sark is maybe a little darker. Hard to say. I'm gonna hold them up again. I think it might be a shade darker. Oh, Johnny Walker is produced under a royal warrant, or it was produced under a royal warrant to Her Majesty the Queen Elizabeth II as an official whiskey of the royal household of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Now, I don't know if when the monarch dies, and do they have to resubmit that application for a royal warrant? I can find out, I guess. It's not too important to me. I don't live in one of the Commonwealth countries, but I like to know facts about products. It's interesting. It's not a foolish question because I was looking on the day. I think it was the day after the Queen died. I was looking on a website and for New Zealand's government website, and they were saying frequently asked questions. Well, couldn't have been frequently asked because it just happened, but you know what I mean? That's what it said. Or what did it say? Questions. No, it didn't say frequently asked questions. It said questions you may have about how the Queen's death affects our country. And it was questions like, I guess it was things that they figured people were going to call them and ask them about or email us, so they just put it up there. I don't know how many people bother looking at that anyway. They probably just still called or emailed, but it was saying, question, now that the Queen has died, do I have to get a new passport? And they were saying, no, you can use the one you have till it's expired. Do I have to take a new oath of office to the new king? And they say, no. If she died, then it's still automatically, it transfers to the new king. It was all kind of questions like that. Okay. So I'll have to see about the royal warrant situation. Just for general curiosity, no real importance. Now I'm going to smell these and taste them, and then I'm going to see if what I'm smelling and tasting matches the website. Because usually those websites, I have so many descriptors. It's amazing, but then what I taste almost never matches what I'm reading. Is it because they're exaggerating, or is it because I just don't have the ability to find those flavors and aroma notes that they have? It's probably the second thing. It's probably not that they're lying. They have real, educated, certified, they got these certificates or whatever. They went through training to taste for these big companies, and they can pick that up, and I can't. Of course, they could be exaggerating also, you see, or lying, but you would hope not. Well, you know what this smells like? It's a simplistic thing. It smells like fermented cereal grains and wood. So fermented like yeast, right? And then it turns, the bread rises, that whole concept, and then you put it in the barrel so that there's wood. Of course, you had to distill it first into grain spirit. Then later, after or before aging, depending how you want to do it, you blend it with malt whiskey from barley malt, still a cereal grain, but it's malted. You understand? Now, that's what it smells like. Fermented cereal grain and wood. A nice aroma, not complex. Very similar, but not as bold. And I think that's the tip-off. Here comes a train, folks. I think what that's telling me is that this is the Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition because it's 100 proof. So, all right, so it's 50% alcohol versus 40%. And it's going to have more boldness or strength in the smell. Jim R, any thoughts on Natty Daddy? Not right now. I have videos for it. Okay. Yeah, here comes that Kansas City Southern Railroad. Well, not the railroad, the train on the railroad. You know what I mean. Now I'm picking up smoke, and it's got to be Johnny Walker because I know Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition has no smoke in the nose. Well, Lisa did when I did the solo review. So I'm pretty confident that I've got it right, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to taste it, but I'm pretty sure. Two engines. All right. Ain't no way that's Johnny Walker Red. No way. Johnny Walker Red does not have this strength. It does not have this honey note. And it does not have this boldness. And it does not have this burn, this heavy 100 proof burn. No way. Oh, by the way, Cutty Sark is from a company called Glen Turner, who owns all kind of Scotch brands. You see what I mean? You can look up their website, and they show all the brands they've got, some of which are not sold in the United States. Haha, got it. Yeah. Well, maybe that wasn't too hard because just the 100 proof is gonna be the determining thing. You see what I'm saying? But I can't help that because I didn't make the product. I bought it. It was on the shelf at Acquista Pace. I said $27. Everybody else had it for almost like $50 or some. Maybe it wasn't $50. I'm thinking of 50% alcohol. Well, it was some high price that I wasn't really looking to pay. Maybe it was $31. I was like, oh, I'll get around to it one day. But then when I was looking at it at Acquista Pace, I was like 27. And then I saw 1 liter. I said, 1 liter? I'm buying it. Getting 25% more for a lower than normal price. So had to get it, All right. Baja Trading Limited says, good day watching from Trinidad and Tobago. Great beer reviews, by the way. Oh, thank you. Formerly a Commonwealth realm, but now a Commonwealth Republic, Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. Yeah. I appreciate y'all watching. Yeah, it has like a little bit of a peaty note, but I'm thinking the overriding flavor is honey, which it doesn't contain honey. Okay, let's see what the website says. Super smooth. I'll go along with that. It's got the alcohol burn, but it's not really strong. Hand-selected American sherry oak casks. A small batch blend. Yeah, they don't make a whole lot of it. Vanilla and spice. Whilst the overall flavors and finish are extremely smooth and thrillingly complex. A warm golden color of early morning sunshine. setting the heavens on fire. Flavors. Complex layers of soft, ripe citrus fruit. I didn't say anything about fruit, did I? Honey. Fresh, dipped in fresh honey. Now, I said honey now. Haha. Fragrant spices. I didn't say anything about spices. Creamy mouth, coating, richness. Hints of toffee. I'll go along with that. With mouth-wateringly playful, peppery notes. Prohibition delightfully tingles the edges of the tongue. I don't know about the pepper, and I don't know about the fruit. If you go on the Scottish Cutty Sark website, they show more than just these two. They show a 12-year age Cutty Sark, an 18-year age, I think a 15-year age. I've never seen those products anywhere that I've been shopping in the United States. So I'm pretty sure we can't get it. Watch, I'll go see it tomorrow. Okay. Cutty Sark, the original. I'm out of it. I ran out. I drank it all in taste challenges. Vanilla and citrus fruits. Vanilla ice cream and caramel. Oh, what? Created for mixing. It tells you right there, it's created for mixing. It's not created for sipping, but then they tell you all the flavors you get from sipping. All right, Johnny Walker. Oh, let me turn my head. Put the screen down so I couldn't see. Smoke. So they got some kind of Isla whiskey in there. What is it? Colila? I think they own that distillery, Diageo. A little honey, also. White bread crust. Wood. I wouldn't go along with. I wouldn't say that. Fruit. I didn't taste any fruit, man. So yeah, let's see what they say. Fresh citrus fruitiness in the smell. I smell bread crust, but what do I know for Scotch? And even if I did, it wouldn't even matter because the other thing. Taste. Bursts of black pepper and cinnamon. Black pepper and cinnamon. Is this the right website? Johnny Walker Red Label. Okay. A long, lingering, smoky finish. Well, I taste the smoke. But anyway, it just goes to show you with these tasting notes. And Johnny Walker was known as John Walker Old Highland Scotch. Okay, that was the old name, John Walker Old Highland Scotch, from 1867 to 1909. I think it was in a red label, but for whatever reason, the company decided they wanted to rename it Johnny Walker Red Label. Johnny Walker Red Label. So that's what they did. And they came up with that new logo with the walking guy, the striding, call it the striding man. And so that's now, if they had never changed the name from Old Highland Scotch to Johnny Walker Red, would it be the most popular whiskey in the world these days? It's hard to say. And then the Old Highland 12-year age was renamed to Johnny Walker Black Label. And I think it used to have a black label all along. All right. Just like Frederick Miller Lager was changed to Miller High Life in 1903. Same product. It was the same ingredients. It's not really the same ingredients today because they used to use corn grits. And now they use corn syrup as the filler. You say, well, it's still corn. It is. It's just in a different format. So they're going to claim we didn't change the recipe. It's just a different way of using corn. We used to use grits, pulverized solid, and now we use the syrup. Same thing, same taste, same result. Well, that's probably true, but it is true that they used to use grits. All right. Maxwell says, peace. Hello, Ron. Peace to you. And how's it compared to Johnny Walker Black? I've never had Johnny Walker Black, so I couldn't tell you. I'm not trying to be smart aleck or anything. I've never had Johnny Walker Black. You say, are you kidding me? I'm not kidding. If I had, maybe I took a sip of it at the Knights of Columbus Hall because I think they had a bottle, but I don't remember what it tasted like. I mean, it was like the smallest little sip. So let's just say I never had it. Okay, not in any meaningful way. I intend to change that. Oh yeah, this Cutty Sark Prohibition is dynamite. It's really good. I would recommend it. If you see it, buy it. Now, if you see a liter bottle for $27, you gotta get it. Now, I've never seen Johnny Walker on a special price, but this day and age in this JB inflation, $19.99 for a regular bottle. A few years ago, it was $17.99. Hey, why not? I paid $35 for this handle at the international market, and then I come out and find out I could have gotten it $3 cheaper, but I didn't know that at the time. Anyway, there's the red label. I got a lot left. There's going to be a lot of taste challenges in the next few years with this thing. Which one do I prefer? Oh, well, that's a good question. I'm asking myself. I don't know, because they both have really nice flavors. I gotta say, I love the subtle smokiness of the red label. It's really smooth and easygoing. I know it's a mixer, but I don't care. I'm not mixing it. I'm drinking it straight. I don't mix drinks, and I don't add ice. I could. I got ice made right now, but I like them at room temperature. And wines and all those wines, those white wines and all that, I like them chilled. To tell you the truth, those rosés wines, I like them chilled. Sherry and dessert wines, I prefer them chilled also. Although room temperature is good too. And those liqueurs, rum, cream, whiskey creams, and all of that. I won't drink those if they're not dead cold. You know, you got to at least have, like, if you have eggnog, whiskey eggnog, rum eggnog, whatever, you got to have that in the fridge. I just can't drink them room temperature. And all those liqueurs I have, schnapps and everything like that. Oh yeah, that's got to be in the freezer. In my opinion, you see. But this red label, I don't understand. When I watch videos and the people are just dogging on it, oh, it's so bad. They're saying it's so bad. And some of them are like being dramatic. I'm like, no, this is fake. Like acting like they're going to throw up. Like, oh. I'm like, give me a break. You could maybe say it was bland. I don't agree with that. But, come on. It's not even bad. It's not even average. It's above average. It's very good. Why do you think it's the number one Scotch in the world? I know what people are going to say. Oh, it's advertising. It's marketing. When do you ever see Johnny Walker ads? I don't ever see those ads. Maybe every now and then. It's just people like it. It's all over. I don't know. They like it. You say, well, it caught on, and it's just a thing now. People used to read magazines, and it was all over the magazines and everything. And it just got in people's minds. Okay, I guess. Budweiser used to be number one too, but it's number 4 now. Number 5 now in America. In the world, it's still number 1. My whole point is that there's no way it's bad and it's number 1. You understand? I agree with the marketing. That does have an effect. That's why they do it. They know it does. But to say it's bad, I'm not. You selling? I'm not buying. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now, the Cutty Sark was great. It's going to be so delightful to do these challenges. I'm going to do one every hour for 24 hours. No, I could. No, I can't. Well, time to go watch the highlights. Thanks for watching this. It was successful, and I do believe they're all going to be successful. I really don't think I'm going to get it confused with any of the others. No. The Irish whiskeys was hell, But why wouldn't it be? They're so similar one to the other. It's hard to tell them apart. In my case, it was hard to tell them apart. But this Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition is distinctive, and I don't think you will confuse it with other products. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to go watch video. I got so many beer and liquor videos lined up to watch and music videos. I got to go take care of that. Thanks, everybody.